We offer our respects unto all the Vaishnava devotees of the Lord who are just like desired trees who can fulfill all the desires, and they're full of compassion for the fallen conditioned souls. So all of you are so noble, so wonderful, so glorious that every week I get the chance to get your wonderful association. How is everyone doing? I see Karina, Pionto, Lakshay, Purbi. Purba is also there with you? No? No worries. Ansh, Avni, Rama, Vedehi, Ayush. Arna is also there. Haribol. Biraj. Somehow the camera is all black. Okay. Haribol. Isha. Isha. Hare Krishna. Ishan. And some of your cameras are off, but I still acknowledge that you're here. Ovi, Ishan, Sarkar, Sahas, and Krishna. Wow. So wonderful. How is everyone doing today? Anyone wants to share anything special, anything exciting, anything you can't hold your joy to share that? Ansh cannot hold his joy. Okay, go ahead.
Hello, Prabhuji. So today I went to Easter egg hunting with my friends, and we actually kind of got scammed because we thought we would get really good candies, but we only got stickers.
Oh, you only got stickers. That's what material world is. We hope a lot, we get very little, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Good, good, good. Okay, so I think we will all chant together, right? That is what we do for the first 10, 12 minutes. And then we are going to talk about very special stories today and very exciting activity, which we are all going to do together. And a few of you have put wonderful tilaks, so I do acknowledge, and that does not get unnoticed. So I'm very grateful for the Vaishnava tilak you put on your wonderful foreheads. It always gives us protection and reminds us that we are Krishna's servants. So we put the holy marks of Krishna's feet on our forehead. So with that, let's begin our wonderful chanting together. Everyone have your japa beads and bags, and so let's get started. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pacharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschat Deshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivas Adi Gaura Bhaktavinda. Let's try to chant with attention, with our mind focused on the holy name. If you wish, you can unmute also, so we can all chant together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Ram,
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram, Ram,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Ram
Ram, Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
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 Ram,
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram
Ram, Ram, Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram. I see some of
Hare Krishna,
your
Hare Krishna,
lips are
Krishna
not
Krishna,
moving. You
Hare
have to
Hare Ram.
chant loudly so you can hear, okay? And some of you can unmute also. Everyone, please try to chant. Don't do anything on your screens. Try to do chanting, okay? Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
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 Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare Ram Ram Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare Ram
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 Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Hare Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram Ram Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram
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 Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram.
Hare Ram
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 Ram, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram.
Hare Ram
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Ram Ram, Hare
Ram Ram
Hare,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Hare
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 Krishna Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram.
Krishna Hare Ram
Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
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 Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Ram Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Ram
Krishna.
Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram
Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram, Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna. Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
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 Ram,
Ram, Hare Ram.
Ram Ram,
Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram. Ram
Ram,
Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram.
Hare Ram,
Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram.
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram.
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Ram.
Krishna Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram.
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram.
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Ram.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare
Ram
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare Hare Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
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 Hare Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram Ram Ram
Ram
Hare Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram
Hare Ram Ram
Ram
Ram Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare Ram
Ram
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram, Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram
Ram,
Ram Hare Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
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 Ram, Ram
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram Hare
Ram,
Ram
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 Ram,
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
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 Ram,
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
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 Ram Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
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 Ram,
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Ram Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Ram
Hare Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram,
Ram
Ram Ram, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram,
Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivas Adi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Gurave Gaur Chandraya Radhikaya Tadalaya Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktāya Tadbhaktāya Namo Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopisha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Hare Krishna. How is everyone today who joined later? Let me acknowledge your wonderful presence. I see Jagannath, Hari Bol. How are you?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Nishita also joined. Jashid, Sahas, Ovi. Who else joined? Navya, Ayush, Krishna. Wow, I'm so happy to see all of you. I'm so joyful to see such wonderful, ecstatic devotees. Anyone wants to share anything really exciting? Anything you did really adventurous? Anything? Who wants to share something? Anything new? Anything spiritual? Anything you want to share with everyone? Let's see. Okay, Krishna, go ahead.
So Prabhuji, we celebrated Ram Navami yesterday, and it was fun. Like there were a lot of dances to watch, and we also got to do a lot of things. Like we got to have some fun outside playing with our friends. We got to have yummy prasadam, and it was the first time in a lot of days we actually had paneer curry. So yeah,
Very ball.
in like one of the Hare Krishna events. So yeah.
Wonderful. So happy to hear that. Navya, how was yours? What did you do for Ram Navami? Did you celebrate Ram Navami at some place in Jackson?
Yes,
Can you hear
Prabhuji.
me? Yes, want to share something? Some highlights from what you did?
We had a big festival at our house, and we had a really long katha and kirtan. And also, we had this short drama about when Lord Ram was sent out to the forest, and how and the two boons of KK.
Wow. Excellent. Very nice. Very nice. Thank you. Yes, Karina, what's on your mind?
Prabhuji, it's nothing to do with Ram Navami, actually. It's actually something to do with school. A few months ago, at least 2 months ago, me and at least two of my friends got to take chance in something called All County Chorus, which is a very big thing. And we went to a concert to perform. And then a few days ago that week, we went to our class and we got a standing ovation on stage at our school for being at the concert, because we were representing our school at Al County Chorus.
Wow, that's excellent. Good job to the team and to you and the entire team. Okay, very nice. I'm sure all of you have a lot to share, but in the interest of time, let's talk about some verses. Anyone learned any new verse between today and the last time? Any verse you want to share? Ishan, sit properly. Okay, Beyonce wants to share, Lakshya wants to share. Who else wants to share? Anyone else learned a new verse last week? Okay, go ahead, Beyonce and Lakshya.
I learned the Om Sarve verse. Om Sarve
Yes,
Bhavantu
please do.
Sukhina, Sarve Santu Niramoya, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Marcus Kid to the Baba for Krishna.
Very good, very good. Excellent. Who knows the meaning of this verse? Who knows the meaning of this verse? Raise your hand if you know the meaning in your words. No one knows? Lakshay knows. Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah, tell.
it in the correct order, but it's may everyone be happy, may nobody see distress or disease, may everyone have like a good life. I remember those. Is that right, Coach?
Yes, that's right, more or less, yeah. May everyone see auspiciousness, but may no one see any difficulty in their lives. Very good. And you also learned this verse, same?
Yes, Coach.
Very good, very good. Isha, which verse you learned, same?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, go ahead and then we'll move on to the next part.
Om Sarva Bhavantu Sukhiha, Sarva Santu Niramayaha, Sarva Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kischit Bhavet.
Good job, very nice. Okay, I see most of you have done this, and I was very happy that even some of you who were not present in the last class, but you took time to complete it. Very, very well done. So I hope you all liked it and it was meaningful for you, your family, and yeah. Anyone has any comments, questions, concerns about this? Or any feedback connected to this? Yes, Ansh.
Prabhuji, what was the head or heart? Because I don't think we did that in class.
That's a bonus thing.
Oh.
Maybe you can fill it now or later. Yes, Karina? It's basically, are you a more head person? That means you apply a lot of logic, or you are more heart. That means you think more from the emotional aspects of things, more feelings than the logic, right? So you have to pick one of those.
Okay,
Prabhuji, I was gonna ask the same question as Ansh, Prabhuji.
Good observation. Good observation. I was thinking today what to talk, and we will discuss a very special story. But before that, before we talk about that special story, and then we'll do a special activity also, I want you kind of talk about a little bit about the culture of respect also. So the culture of respect and the 4 sutras of life. Okay, these few things we'll talk about, and then we'll talk about that story. 4 sutras for happy life, happy devotional life. What does the word sutra mean? Who knows? Anyone knows the word sutra? It's basically 4, you can say, nuggets or 4 key principles. 4 key principles for a happy devotional life. I'm going to share my screen also so you can take some notes if you wish to. It's hear or listen without defending. Okay, we must try to listen without defending. We must talk or speak without offending. Okay. We must love without. Who will try to complete it? Any guesses? Okay, how about everyone type in? Type in. I'm going to see your responses. Let's see. Love without conditions. One word we have to pick, okay? Which and try to link it or so it matches this theme also. Without greed, reason, etc. Very good. That the one word is, multiple words can fit, but one word is expecting, right? Selfless, without transactions. Yes, very good. Number 4 is we must live without. Okay, now your turn. Try to complete it. Come on. Try to complete this. Live without fear, death, loving, karma, jealousy, rude. One word. Greed. Okay, good responses. The right, not the right. The word I have here, which I heard from a class, is pretending. Okay. Do you all think it makes some good sense? These 4 things make good sense? Is it easy? Everyone kind of understands these? Not too hard to comprehend, I believe. But we'll talk a little bit. Listen without defending. Let's say, what does that mean? Anytime someone, let's say, tells us something. Let's say I tell my dear, I won't pick a name because I don't want any, because the next thing is speak without offending. So I don't want to be offensive to anyone. So I won't pick a name. So I'll just say, my dear child, okay? Or my dear friend. I think you need to improve on your, you're a very good devotee. You're very nice. I like how you do this. I like how you do that. But there is some area where you can do better. And I think maybe you can do better in your handwriting. Is that okay? Is that okay if I say this to you? Just come on. Don't play, okay? It's not time to play. Okay? I'll share the screen when required. Okay? Please don't share your screens. Okay? It just takes my attention and focus. Okay? And if you did that, ask for sorry later. Okay? I don't want to point you. It distracts the class. It distracts me a lot. Okay? So I just lose the flow and the focus from what I was about to speak. Yeah. Handwriting feedback. If I give this to you, will you be okay? How many of you will be okay? most of you will be okay, right? But if I say this, if I'm that person and have a defensive wall, how dare you tell me that my handwriting is bad? Right? How dare you tell me? I cannot take it. And I give so many reasons, maybe my pen was not good. Maybe I was, I give so many reasons that basically I'm trying to defend myself. Next time, my inclination to give that feedback will be very little. So we should be, in fact, happy if we receive constructive feedback from our superiors, our teachers, our parents, our well-wishers, etc., rather than creating a defensive wall. Okay, so we should hear without defending. We should try to understand that person rather than trying to defend ourselves. How many of you, raise your hand honestly, have tried to defend yourselves, and in that, what happens? We miss the essence. We miss the good points which were about to come, right? We all have done that. And later, that person may not be very keen. Thank you. Thank you for being honest. We all have done that at some point or the other. Talk without offending. When we speak, we have discussed in great length about the culture of speech. Who knows a verse from Bhagavad Gita which talks a lot about culture of speech? How should be our speech be? And there's a verse from the Gita which talks about the culture of speech. Avni knows that. Go ahead, Avni, please.
In chapter 17, verse 15, it says, Anutvega karam vakyam satyam priyam hitam chayat swadhyaya vasanam cheva vangmayam tapochite.
Excellent. Very, very good. Very nice verse. And you all have to exercise your minds so that you can click it. When the right question comes, you have to click this verse, okay? This is talks about a lot about the speech. Our speech should be pleasing. Our speech should be not offensive. It should not agitate others. Speak without offending them. Talk without offending. We should not use harsh words. We should not use words which are foul, right? Because they hurt others, right? Do we want others to talk to us in foul language, bad words, harsh words? Anyone wants that, right? Will it hurt us? If someone speaks bad words to us, will it hurt us? Absolutely. So we have to also remember that if we speak this to others, they will also get hurt. And hurting others means non-violence, correct? Or sorry, violence. Hurting other means causing violence. And we have to become non-violent. Non-violent means if we are, let's say, we may not be grossly killing animals and eating them, correct? I hope no one does that here, eating flesh, etc., right? That's grossly bad. But these language, if we are speaking bad words, we are killing them. In short, we are hurting them, correct? We are causing violence to them. And that is also subtle way of subtle aspect of meat eating or causing violence. Does it make sense? So words should be always without causing any offense. If we are not sure what to talk, then better we don't talk. It's better than at least the neutral, right? There's a reverse, or there's a negative number line, and there's a zero, and then there's a positive. If we can't talk anything positive, then we can at least keep quiet. You agree with that? Okay. The third point, love without expecting. Who is going to explain that? Okay. Who is going to explain that? Raise your hand if you're interested to explain that. And especially if you have not spoken yet, I want to hear something from everyone. Rama, go ahead. And whether you will add to that after Rama. Come on, fast. Rama, please. I can't hear you. You have technical issues. We'll come to Vedi while you fix the technical issues.
Hare Krishna. It's like, don't love without expecting. Like if I'm friends with Nishita, but I only want to like take advantage of the fact that she has something I don't, or I'm only friends with her so I can use her like that. That is love with expectations, and it's not good at all. Versus when like you love without expecting anything, like how mothers love kids. They're not expecting anything
Good. Very nice.
in
Very
return
well
from the
said.
pure love.
Thank you. Nishita, you want to add more flavors to it?
It could also be like if there's a family member like your sibling, and if they act like rude to you, you're still gonna like love them. You're not gonna expect them to act the same way to you, but you're still gonna love them and like act good to them because it doesn't matter how they act to you.
Very well. Very nice. Very nice. So I think everyone gets this point, right? We cannot control how others will treat us. Can we control that? But we can certainly control how we will treat others, what kind of words we will choose, what kind of expectation or no expectation we have from them or not. Correct? Very good. Relax, relax. When I'm speaking, you can lower your hands, especially the physical hands you can lower. I don't want you to keep your hands. It kind of feels I am like, I'll come. But we have less time. We have a lot to talk today and a very nice activity also. So I will move to the next part. Live without pretending. Live without pretending. Who wants to share something on this fourth nugget or fourth principle? We should live without pretending. Okay, Ethereal or Mishti, I think one of you, and then Chakrika, I'll hear what you want to share next. Come on fast, Ethereal. Ethereal, can you hear me? Mishti?
Sorry, Prabhuji. So like live without pretending means like live without pretending means like you don't try to like do what other people are doing. You don't try to like copy what they're doing and like try to live the way they are because you think it's like cool or like nice or like because you just want to fit in. You should like be the way you want to be as long as it's not harming anybody else.
Very good. Yes, Chakrika?
So do not act or do what other people do. Like you can be like if other people want to be a doctor, you can be what you want to be like an astronaut or scientist. It does not matter what other people do or say. You just have to be yourself.
Be yourself. Very good. Yes, Navya?
I think it means to basically be truthful because you shouldn't pretend anything.
Very nice. Be truthful, be honest. Yes. Yeah, Ansh?
I think it kind of like means don't like depend on others and just be yourself. Like if someone's doing something, don't like follow them. Instead, start your own thing and be a leader, not like a follower. So just
Okay.
express your true personality, basically.
Okay, very nice. I think all of you said very well, important points. The idea is that we have to be, first of all, be honest. I like, what Navya said. Don't try to be in and out the same. So we should try to be in and out the same, right? That means, in front of others, I'm a different person, right? In front of devotees, I'm very calm, quiet, but at home, I'm shouting like anything, right? That's called pretending. That's called pretentious behavior. In front of my friends, I act like as if no one is a better person than me. But sometimes I shout or I'm not in and out the same. Okay, so there's always room for improvement. But these are the 4 key principles. And there are a lot of stories also. If we talk about, we can talk about these principles in great length. And but so maybe I'm thinking, in the interest of time, this we will talk about some other day. Okay, we'll keep this for some other day, but we'll continue to reflect a little more on that. And for your homework, you will take one of these topics, okay? Either one, and you will reflect upon that, and you'll try to write some experience, some learning, and something on this theme. Okay, you take only one of those, okay? Not all four. You can't cover all four in your essay, in your assignment. You'll take one of these topics. Whichever you feel you have the most room for improvement, right? Whichever area you feel is your like weakness or something you can do better in that, you can take that, or just pick, one which you feel would be most significant to you. Yes, Chakrika.
So for the homework, so we can write an essay or we can write a story too of how we how we stop that from happening and from happening again and again.
Yeah, something from your experience. It could be a story. Try to make it personal, like your own experience. Maybe somewhere you pretended. Maybe somewhere you were defensive and how you learned from it. Maybe somewhere you spoke something which was very offensive. I'm not saying you did that, but I'm just sharing examples. Okay. Good. So now we'll come to the very interesting kind of case study. We're going to do a case study, and these things will also be all of you have studied a lot about anger, emotions, the 4 sutras of life we covered today, but we are going to do a case study now. Okay, and all of you are lawyers. Okay, so now lawyers means they take notes. Okay, because if I speak something and then you don't pay attention, then you won't have anything to defend your case. Are you all following? So we'll make 2 groups. There are 27 participants. Some have even 2. So about 26, 27 participants. Just to keep it things and the boys and girls are kind of equal. Some of your cameras are off. I can't see you, but more or less you are equal in number. Is right? Is that fair? And so we'll make 2 teams. One team is like the boys team. Okay? And one team is the girls team. Okay? Is that fair? So then we will do a debate. Like you are lawyers in the court and you'll be defending 2 different people. Okay? Good? Shall we begin the case? Ready? Everyone ready? You have whatever if you want to take some notes, this is the time. You be alert, hear attentively, because then you will have to use that content to build your case. If you miss the details, then you don't have things to talk about. Are you following me? Is everyone following me? Give a thumbs up if you're following. Or if anyone needs more clarity, then I'm happy to explain what we are doing here again. Are we all good? Shall we begin this wonderful story? Okay. Hold your seats tight. We are in the court. This story is from the Srimad Bhagavatam. And every story in the Srimad Bhagavatam, every pastime has a lot of lessons for us. Some are like things to do, and some are things we should not do. Correct? This story is in the Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 9, Chapter 18. And I have it ready also. These are some names. If you want, you can take note also. There is one girl, her name is Devyani. Okay? And she is the daughter of the Brahmana Shukracharya, which you may have heard. Okay? And then there is another lady, her name is Sharmishta. And she is the daughter of the king, Vridhaparva. Okay? So now we will go into their story. Okay? I hope you have these 2 names, Devyani and Sharmishta, and their father's name. So now we are entering into this story. Vrishaparva. Sorry, I want to correct myself a little bit. His name was Vrishaparva. I'll fix it here. Vrisha. V-R-I-S-H. Okay. Good so far. So these two ladies are the main kind of characters in the story. And Shukdev Goswami starts the story. It's an interesting story with a lot of lessons and a lot of good and bad things to do and not do. So one time, I mean, these two ladies were kind of friends, okay? These two ladies were kind of friends. But what happened? Okay. Yes. They were one time bathing, okay? They were bathing in a lake, and it was very nice. There were a lot of fruits, flowers, and stuff. And these young girls with their lot of friends, thousands of friends, they were bathing. And they were having a nice like picnic, gala time, right? By sporting. And suddenly Lord Shiva was passing by. So Lord Shiva was passing by, and along with his wife Parvati and on the bull. And suddenly the girls covered their body, right? With clothes. And Sharmishta is the son of the daughter of the king, Vrishaparva. Sharmishta in a hurry, right? Because suddenly Lord Shiva came and in a hurry, unknowingly, important word, unknowingly put Devyani's dress. And Devyani was the daughter of the Brahmana. Are we good so far? The Sharmishta unknowingly, in a hurry, put Devyani's dress. But Devyani was very, very angry. How dare you, you son of the maid servant, Sharmishta, disregarding all etiquette, you have put my dress just like a dog snatching clarified butter. You're just like a dog. Very, very angry. Who is angry upon whom? Devyani is angry upon Sharmishta. We are qualified Brahmanas. We are the head of the society. We are this, we are that. She said so many, blah, 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 like self-boasting. Shukdev Goswami continues. When thus rebuked in cruel words, Sharmishta, who was Kshatrani, Kshatrani means the daughter of a Kshatriya king, okay? She was very angry, red hot, boiling hot, breathing heavily, right? Like a serpent, and biting her lower lip, like anger, expressing anger with her teeth. And I'll see you, right? Spoke to the daughter of Shukracharya. That means spoke to whom? Devyani, right? Sharmishta spoke to Devyani. You beggar, since you don't understand your position, because Brahmanas generally, come to beg alms. So she's saying, you're a Brahmana, you're a beggar. Why should you unnecessarily talk so much? Don't you, all of you, wait at our house? She's a daughter of the king. So you come to our house, that is our kingdom, to beg, depending on us for your livelihood like crows. Are you all still in the story? Everyone following? Exciting? Okay. After throwing Divya, Sharmishta is strong, right? She's the daughter of the Kshatrani, right? She's a Kshatrani. She's the daughter. She is physically more powerful. Using such unkind words, Sharmishta rebuked Devyani, the daughter of Shukracharya. In anger, she took away Devyani's garments. So Sharmishta took away Devyani's garment and threw Devyani into a well. Are you all on the same page? Is it making sense? Or you're lost? How many of you are in the story? Most of you? Okay, very good. So, Sharmishta threw Devyani to take revenge into the well. And Sharmishta went back home. Meanwhile, the king Yayati, so here comes a new name, okay? King Yayati, a new character, who is going to be the main character now also. King Yayati. He was busy in some hunting excursion, and he went to the well to drink water. And guess what? He saw, who saw? Devyani, because she was in the well. Seeing Devyani in the well, King Yayati gave him gave his cloth to cover, because she was not wearing clothes. So king gave some cloth and caught her by the hand to lift her out, to basically help her, otherwise she'll die in the well. So with words saturated with love and affection, Devyani said to the king Yayati, "Oh great hero, oh king of, oh conqueror of the cities, right? By accepting my hand, you have accepted me as your married wife. Let me not touched by others, for our relationship as husband and wife has been made possible by providence, not by any." So basically, Devyani said, now you must marry me because you have touched me. That was the culture. If someone touches that, then I mean, we can't imitate this or like copy paste this. But the point is that was a culture at that point, right? So now Yayati didn't really want to do this, but I mean, there was not much option. And of course, Devyani was also beautiful. And then somehow they got married, okay? And Yayati accepted the request of Devyani and they were married. So when the learned king returned to his palace, Devyani returned home back and told her father, Shukracharya. So now Yayati brought Devyani back. Devyani went to the father and complained. Complained of whom? Who knows the answer? Iska complaint kiya? Yes, Sahas.
Sharmishta.
Yes, very good. Sharmishta, how she had thrown her in the well. Shukracharya was also boiling. And then he went to the father of Sharmishta. Let me, if it's getting too much, let me again show those names. So let's see again here. So what happened so far? Now Devyani and Yayati are married. They came back home. Devyani complained to Shukracharya. Shukracharya went to the kingdom of Vrishaparva. And that's what we have covered so far. Okay? So Shukracharya went to Vrishaparva, and Vrishaparva knew because already the news, I mean, what all had happened, he already knew all that. And Shukracharya is the Brahmana, and Brahmanas have a lot of power and they can curse the king and whatnot. Vrishaparva went out, fell down on the street to satisfy his guru, and satisfied him, checked his wrath. Okay. The powerful Shukracharya was very angry for a moment, but upon being satisfied by Vrishaparva, he said, "My dear king, kindly fulfill the desire of Devyani." That means my daughter's desires, because I cannot give her up or neglect her, right? So you have to accept the request of my daughter. Okay, said Vrishaparva, I will agree, whatever you want, whatever Devyani wants, please forgive us. We made a mistake. We'll accept. And Devyani then told what she wanted. Devyani then expressed her desires. Whenever I marry, by the order of my father, my friend Sharmishta must go with me as my maid servant, along with her friends. Are you following it? Interesting story, right? See, it's all in the Bhagavatam. I'm reading from Bhagavatam. It's very interesting, is it not? It's so much. Are you liking it so far? Are you still in the story? Okay, so what did she say? Yes, someone unmuted.
Prabhuji, my question was, can I get the Bhagavatam from my house and read from there while you're speaking?
No, it'll be too complex and you will not get it'll
Okay.
just try to hear that because I want to keep the case same for all. You don't
Okay.
want to have additional advantage.
Yes, Babaji.
Okay. So
Yes,
Devyani told that Sarmishta plus friends, they'll all become their servants. Servants of Devyani and Niyati. Are you getting this? That means they will become their das, they will become their servant. And that happened. Yes, Mr. Parva, the father had to agree, right? Although he didn't want, right? But he had to agree. Then there's more to this story, but I want to pause here, and because we want to cover the real case, right? What is the case? What is the case here? And there's more to this story, right? But I think we have covered a lot of detail. It's very, very suspense and colorful and flavors. So you are on two teams, correct? One of you will be in Devyani, that you are lawyer. Now, who is correct? Is Devyani correct or Sarmishta correct? You have to take one. Okay, we always say, girls first or ladies first. So we will let you decide which one you want to pick. And then the boys will be on the lawyer for the other party. Are you getting it? Is everyone getting it? Beyonto, why you guys move your chairs? Don't move your chairs. Try to pay attention. Okay? It's a classroom. Will you move your chair in the class while you're sitting in the front of the teacher? So it's the same thing going on. Okay? So yeah, go ahead and pick one. And so I think Nishita is saying Sarmishta. Is that everyone okay with that? You want to pick Sarmishta? So the boys have Devyani. So basically, the boys are defending, no, Devyani was correct. And the okay, sorry, I froze for a moment, but can you hear me now?
Yes, Babaji.
Okay, so the boys are defending Devyani, the girls are defending Sarmishta. Are we good? Is everyone aware what we are doing, how we are doing? So there will be kind of argument, counter argument, alternate. Since there are so many boys and girls, you will only get chance once because you want to give chance to as many as possible. At the same time, they will be alternate. So like one boy will speak, one girl will speak, one boy, like alternate. Okay. Good. Okay. Time starts now. And you can raise your hand, electronic hand, so that we can see who are eager to. And once you are done, you can lower it so we can see who else would want to come. So is eager to begin this debate or in the court. So Navya is one of the lawyers of Sarmishta, and she's going to defend Sarmishta. Okay, and all of the girls are lawyers for Sarmishta. The boys are lawyers for Devyani. Good, good. Seems exciting, fun. Ready? Okay, Navya, please begin.
I think Sarmishta is the one who is good here because Devyani just got mad for no reason because Sarmishta didn't even mean to put on her clothes. She just accidentally did it. And Devyani didn't need to keep acting like Brahmins were that superior because Brahmins...
Try to keep your points short because if you say a lot, then you might be covering like 5 points in one. Okay, we want to give chance to everyone. So try to keep your points short. Because I know, I mean, the story is short, so there's a few things. So keep it short, precise, and quick. Very good, Navya. So the point you made, which was that it was not intentional. She didn't really mean to do it. It was accidental. Very good. Yes, Lakshay.
Guys, I just wanted to make sure. Devyani is the daughter of who?
She's the daughter of the Brahmana.
Okay. Devyani was like justified because Devyani is like she is trying to take revenge, but like the one who like first Shamishta was then like what do you call it? Like she is acting like Kshatriyas are also she is also acting like her class is better than Brahmanas. So yeah.
Okay, good. Again, I'm re-emphasizing, try to keep your points concise. You can mentally prepare what you are going to speak. Okay, that one line, the two line, and keep it quick, precise, and clear. You know, this is the art of speaking also. To speak clearly and concisely. Okay, very good. Okay, Nishita, your turn.
Even though Sharmishta said that her class was better, that was only after Devyani said the Brahmanas were better than the things, and the Brahmanas were superior.
Very good. Yeah. Yes. Binayak. Yeah, I'm only going to pick names where hands are up. Okay, so be mindful of that. Hands means electronic hands. You don't need to keep your physical hand up. Keep your electronic hand up if you are eager to speak. Yes, go ahead.
Krishna said that Brahmanas are above him and Brahmanas are his devotees. So that means that they're saying that the kings and queens or and stuff like that are above Krishna, which would make them a little mad.
So you are saying that they must be respected because so
Yeah.
therefore Devyani was correct because Krishna also gives respect to Brahmanas. So Sarmishta was supposed to respect.
Yes, Ruby.
Okay, good point. Okay. Let's see, ethereal or mystery.
Hare Krishna. So one of the points is Sharmishta unknowingly does it. So just learn not to assume just based on like what we think happened. So Devyani should have at least checked before assuming.
Yeah, Devyani should have not come to a conclusion as we discussed last time without knowing why Sharmishta did that, right? Okay, very nice point. Jagannath.
I mean, I think that Brahmanas are a higher caste than Kshatriyas. So I think because Kshatriyas are like they always get suggestions from Brahmanas. So I think Brahmanas are superior than Kshatriyas. So Devyani wasn't wrong.
Okay, nice point, similar to what Binayak said. Yes, Rama. Rama, you still have technical issues. Why don't you go to your brother's room and speak from there? Sahas, in the meantime.
Yeah. So I was going to say that even though Devyani was the one who she was the one who like didn't even like think and ask her, Shraknu Sharmishta, she escalated the thing by taking her clothes and throwing her into a well.
Very good point that Sharmishta didn't act properly by being, so the point is like, okay, it started with words, but she didn't have to be physical, right? Right. So try to use these things, right? If I'm like saying you something bad verbally and you start punching on my face, that's like 10 times worse, right? So good point. Next, Ovi.
Like without Kshatriyas, Brahmanas, they wouldn't have like food to eat and stuff because like Kshatriyas, like in like the good kings and stuff, in the morning they go to temple, do puja, and then like they give charity to brahmanas. It's like if the Kshatriyas, like if they don't give this stuff, they wouldn't like the brahmanas wouldn't have like even a home or like money or like anything.
Okay, nice point that Kshatriyas give charity to the brahmanas, and I'm just trying to think how that makes Sarmishta right. Yeah, so I think that the point you're trying to like add, basically the clothes she was wearing were also a kind of a gift from the Kshatriya kings, right? So even try to explain. You see, you made a very good point, but try to explain it so that the others can understand better. So the clothes probably she was wearing was also a gift from the Vrisha Parva or Sarmishta. It probably came from the charity which was given to Shukracharya. So even if she accidentally wore it, what's wrong? Ultimately, they can give more charity, you can get more clothes, and anyways, it's a gift. Like for example, if I give a pen as a gift to Vedahi, and accidentally I come to Vedahi's home and accidentally I happen to use that pen, and I have a similar pen, let's say, and I gave that pen, one of these similar pens to Vedahi, and accidentally I thought it's my pen and pick her and start writing. Will Vedahi get so mad, right? So what was the need to be so mad? Even if I accidentally picked it, right? Which anyways I gifted, right? So that's the point you're trying to convey. Good point, right, Obi? Does that make sense? Good, good, good. See, we are trying to improve your thoughts, your rationale, your critical thinking also. Okay, good. Vedahi. Oh, I think, sorry, Obi spoke, so sorry, we'll go alternate. I forgot that. Ansh.
Prabhuji, I was gonna say that Devyani is innocent because I get it that Sharmishta took her clothes and then she got mad, but they should have ended a topic over there. But then Sharmishta, she took it too far by like throwing Devyani in the well. So like she made matters worse.
Yeah, she made matters worse. Yeah, from verbal, it come to physical fight, right?
Yeah.
That's how it starts. First in the thoughts, then words, then actions, right? So, yeah, she certainly escalated the situation by, good point, Avani.
I feel like the thing wouldn't have escalated if Devyani did not call Sharmishta like a dog or anything. Like maybe like she unknowingly put on her clothes. So like they could have just like she could have said like sorry and it would have been over. Like I'm pretty sure that's what she was gonna do. But like Devyani went in and called her a dog and like said so many insulting things to her. And if she wouldn't have done that, and if Devyani would have controlled her anger and maybe thought about it, then maybe then it wouldn't have escalated.
A good point. Very nice point. That the words sometimes are, it said the wounds by the words are more deeper than the wounds of the sword. So the words she used, Devyani used, were like really pricked the heart. And if she would have not used, if she would have said, oh, it's fine, my friend, you accidentally did that. It's okay. Be careful next time, because maybe I don't like someone wearing my clothes. That's fine. Maybe she didn't like that, but it could have been, dealt a different way. Good point. Okay. Who else is there? Bionto. Yeah, if you have spoken, lower your hand so I can see the
Since Devyani is a Brahmana, as soon as some Sharmishta threw her in the well. She could have just put a curse on her. So that's like, and she also put herself on like more danger by throwing her on the well.
So I didn't say that again. So she put
It's
in
like
more.
she put herself in more danger, Sharmishta. She put herself in more danger than she already was.
Because she can curse Sharmishta. Okay, good point. Okay. I'm getting messages also. Are we doing Kahoot? If someone is really like, I think we covered this. We don't want to like over dissect it, right? Now forget about the debate part. Okay, you all did excellent. You all shared excellent points. Very, very nice. Good job. Kudos to all of you. Now, who was really right? Okay, now you respond to me. Who was really right? Now you're like a solo. Okay, you're not in a team. You're not defending anyone. You're not on someone's side. Who was really right? Was Devyani right? Was Sharmishta right? And I'm seeing your responses. Okay, please lower your hand. All of you lower your electronic hands. How many of you say Devyani was right? Raise your hand now. How many of you say Devyani was right? Okay, quite a few of you. About 7, 8. Okay, lower your hand, please. How many of you say Sharmishta was right? Raise your hand. How many of you say Sharmishta was right? Okay. And how many of you say neither one was right? Okay, some of you. Actually, yes, that's the most appropriate answer. That both of them, didn't deal with this a way a gentle Brahmana would deal, or a devotee would deal. This is a typical example of tit for tat. Correct? If you say bad word, I will say one more, right? And then one more, and one more. Curse, counter curse. It always escalates. It never results in good outcome, right? Give me some solutions. If someone, either Devyani or Sharmishta, what they could have said, and the matters could have been fine, right? One side from Devyani, maybe one answer from Sharmishta's side. What could have they done to avoid all this mess? Karina, and then Vedahi.
Prabhuji, as being on Sharmishta's side, Prabhuji, I think what she could have done was instead, even if the other girl, I forgot her name, sorry, Prabhuji, if the other girl was still being angry, she should have stayed calm and said, I accidentally put on your clothes. I'm sorry about that. I made a mistake. She could have said that.
Very good. Sharmishta could have said, even if she was treated badly by, like, she was called dog, right? Who snatches the clothes. She was called like a beggar. She was called foul words, but she did tit for tat. She would have, if she can't, speak good, then even if you like leave the place, okay, maybe I'm in an angry mode, I can't, I'll talk to you later. Okay. Good point. Okay, Vedahi, want to share from the other side?
Hare Krishna, Devyan.
I think you have a little internet issue or something.
Sorry. I think Devyani could have listened to what Sharmishta was saying instead of just lashing out immediately.
Not jumping on the conclusion, right? So she thought that that Sharmishta intentionally to hurt me put my clothes to offend me, but that was not the intent, right? Like Sugriva and Vali's story, we read that. Yes, Sahas?
That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say about the Sugriv and Vali story, how that's similar.
Very nice. So you see all these points which we learned, do all these apply in this story as well? Okay, give me some example. What applies where? What applies where? Nishita, go ahead.
So for listen without defending, like Sharmishta should have like listened to Devyani's concern and like replied accordingly instead of like trying to defend herself.
Okay, very good. What else? Isha, your hand is up. Chakrika.
So I think talk without offending. So Devyani couldn't have called Sharmishta a dog or a beggar. Or she could just have said, why could you just snatch something that's mine? And then they could just act normally instead of being like having like a argument or debate of the
So you see, practically all these four principles were broken here, right? Somewhere or the other, all these principles and centered around one big thing, anger, right? Vacho vegam, manasa krodha vegam. They were both super angry, correct? So anger kills us. Anger destroys the good quality. Anger brings no good to either party, right? So maybe you can use reference from this story as well in your assignment, in your essay, the topic you pick. Okay. I know we covered a lot. The story, I mean, this is just part one of the story. Something happens after their marriage. Like after Sarmishta goes, the story doesn't pause. There's more details. But let's take some thoughts. Anyone has any thoughts, any questions, any concerns, insights, reflections, anything? Ishan, go ahead.
So are we doing Kahoot today or are we doing it next week?
Yeah, I think we'll do next week. It's already time. We need 10 minutes. Yeah. But we did this activity, which was kind of a different flavor, I thought. Did you enjoy this? Did it help you to use your logical and rational thinking? Most of you have picked that, right? Try to articulate your thoughts more. All of you gave very strong reasons. Very good. What else? Anyone has any more thoughts, questions? Yes, Beiraj?
Yeah, Prabhuji, I thought the debate was really fun and interesting. So to practice, like, articulating our thoughts, I think we should do this more.
Very good. Very nice. Yes, certainly. I'll try to create more case studies from Bhagavatam. Very good. Anyone else? Please try. Everyone should try to speak up. I've not heard from Arna anything. Jashit has not spoken yet. Ayush. Many of you have not spoken even a word. Mahima, please share something. Anything you learned today, anything. Prapti, Haley are also there. The names I called, anyone of you want to speak up? Okay, don't be too shy. This is a time to engage. This is a time to talk. When you engage, it helps. Yes, Lakshay, go ahead.
I like the activity, Prabhuji, and the results are interesting.
Interesting. Very good. Yes, Dashit? If you are talking, then I can't hear you. You also need to figure technical issues.
Hello, can you hear me,
Okay,
Prabhuji?
yes, that's better. Yes, go ahead. Yeah, I was able to hear you earlier. Go ahead. Now he can't hear me. Okay. Anyone has any questions pertinent to this topic or anything otherwise? Beyonto.
I wanted to say I like the activity a lot, but I like the story kind of more.
Like the story more?
It just seems so interesting.
Yes, there is part 2 also. Yeah, it is one of the Sri Bhagavatam is so full of such stories, isn't it? Right? Very good. Okay, Ethereal or Mishti?
I think that from the story, they none of them was right, because even later in the story, Sharmishta threw Devyani in a well. So I think that there's no right person in the story.
Yeah, right. But if either would have tried to do their part right, see, we can't control, Devyani can't control what Sharmishta will do to her. Sharmishta can't control what Devyani will do. But even if they control, the problem pauses there. Very good. Yes, Jashit, you want to try now? I thought he came to, okay. It was like a mystery. Interesting. Good. Good. I think we will pause here. And so any verses? Do we have any verses? Okay, I will try to post a verse which you all try to learn. Okay. I will post a verse and the recording which you all try to learn, because we didn't cover any verse today. I didn't give it any assignment for a verse. And but you have that homework from the 4 sutras of life. Okay. Ishan Sarkar, go ahead. Ishan, you want to say something?
Prabhuji, I think the activity was really nice, and I think everyone enjoyed it because it was really interesting.
How many of very good. How many of you are aspiring to be lawyers in future? Like that's what you want to be, like lawyer. Anyone? Kind of thinking? It's fine, even if you are like, if that's one of your option, you may not be sure, but you are thinking, right? So
I'm planning to be a lawyer first and then a judge. Like I wanna, yeah.
Interesting. So yeah, so these things will, to articulate your thoughts, to present the both sides, called devil's advocate and stuff like that, this will help you. So even whenever you read, you can always do these things. Okay, so I will pause here. Thank you again for your time, for your patience, for your bhakti, for your wonderful example. Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Samaveta Gaur Bhaktivinoda ki jai, Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha, Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo, Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Bye, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.